Look at this.
Yeah, I got
The bounty.
got some green beans.
Oh, I'm too close.
So I got some squash blossoms, some green beans. Here are the green beans and some tomatoes.
And look at the whole garden here.
Yeah.
So I'm not going in the garden because it's imprudent, right?
Yeah.
It's imprudent. What if I sneezed and somebody dropped dead? Hey, you know, that's something to consider.
Butterfly effect, man.
Butterfly effect, maybe. Well, due diligence while you're actually quarantining. Either you are or you aren't. I think that was the conclusion of the online discussion the other night. Makes sense to me. That is a tomato plant. That is a little higher than I can reach with my hand over my head. That's awesome. And look at that. That's an actual pumpkin. Like an actual pumpkin. I wish I could smile right now, but you know, I don't want to breathe on the vegetables. So here, this is cool. So Laura uses these strings, right? You see that? And down here, she's got a weighted rock. And that allows to tension the strings. So, I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be a rock because there's a lot of, to tie it up, but you could probably have some sort of weights. I wouldn't recommend lead because it's a garden, but something. Drill a hole in a rock. I don't know, something. So look at all these guys.
Oh, I didn't show my really cool
Cucumbers.
My cucumbers.
These are pickling, right?
Yeah, they're pickling cucumbers.
Pickling cucumbers.
This is the one I picked today.
Dang, girl.
Dang, it's like a...
It's awesome. That's a serious
I look so funny.
You look. Now you realize that
No,
you
no,
look
no,
ridiculous.
listen.
You
This is
walked
the
too
best
close
hat.
to me. It wasn't my fault.
No, it looks really... it's
You can't
really
be in the same
funny.
shot.
But look, this is what this hat is. Okay. The
Which gives you an indication of what our backyard is actually like.
Actually has a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend living in this backyard all the time, personally.
No,
It's not going to like come down with
not without a lot of bug
Rocky
spray.
Mountain spotted
Nile
tick
fever.
disease or something. That would be ironic, right? So I was trying to protect my family by quarantining.
Yeah.
And I got Lyme disease, or what are the other ones from mosquitoes? Lots of them, right? Look at all this stuff. Whoa, West Nile. See, the East Nile one wasn't quite so bad. It had less of an accent. So those are all tomatoes and in amongst potatoes, in amongst, I mean, you name it. It's growing. Look at tomatoes. It's cool. So I suppose you all want to see the birds, huh? We're trying to decide if we have to like bleach the birds if they jump on me. I was doing an online live power session with somebody, and the bird came in. He snuck into my greenhouse over here. That's where I'm living. Well, not all the time because I have to set up the little tent because the sun comes up and that sucker gets really warm. Hello. This one's Bertha. She's the biggest. And she kind of acts, she's a little bit dominant, but not in too much. She's very bold. I think she thinks she's a rooster. Do you think you're a rooster? Are you a transgender chicken? So, yeah, it's cool. So I just scared a chicken was sitting down. I feel a little guilty. So I'm almost done here, but I still have to put the hardware cloth. But I like the open space. It kind of hurts me to think about closing that off. So I didn't really show off the egg boxes, I feel like. So we chose to, hard to do with one hand, do it like this. It opens up, down. And, oh, that's right, I forgot to paint that part. There's always more. And these guys pull out, so that way I can, okay, I have to sand those a little better. But they pull out so that you can clean them inside the egg boxes. And you wouldn't normally like take that out when the chicken's in there, freak them out. But you just, you can just sneak it in. Thank you for the egg. And that'll be another, about a month, something like that. That's not too bad, right? So I'm gonna make sure I close this puppy up in case we get distracted. 2-factor authentication. In other words, You want to have a secondary thing. Get decent carabiners. I got the cheap ones. It was a mistake. They're kind of pokey, you know. Hello. What's up, ladies? What's up, girlies? Yeah, it's kind of cool. So the coop, I mean, it's going to be a little dark in here, but I think it's kind of worth it. I still have to put that other lock on there. I'm working on it. All right, so we established the policy is when you undo these thingies, you don't take the beaner off because they disappear easy, so you just put it over on the other side. So what do we got going on here? So you're chowing down. Got some early birds, call it quits. 3 of them. Hello, Bubba. So that's cool, and they got water in here. And I got water out here. Show us how it works. You gotta push on the little lever. So you just sort of tap on it with your beak. And we got the automatic door set up. It's working great. I love it. This one's called Chicken Guard. And so the door closes when you know, on a timer or based on light. I'm gonna say based on timer. And yes, you will have to change it throughout the year, but it's just, you know, you get like a dark cloud comes and it closes it, or if you walk by with a flashlight, it theoretically could open. I don't know. I just think it makes sense to just have it consistent. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Oh, look at that. Thank you for the present. Ah, that's cool. All right, so for those of you who thought I was going to show the inside of the big house there, forget about it. It's my bedroom / everything room. It's private. So here's another thing. I'll show you this. It's cool. So we got this little greenhouse. It's where we started. $175 for that big one, by the way. $175 at Costco or something. Where did we get that? Walmart? Costco? Walmart. Okay. Look at it in here. Woo! Awesome. So we have a lot more planting to do. We're not going to give up on planting until we have to. I mean, obviously you don't want to waste seeds in November, you know, but inside the greenhouse, who knows? Hey!
Ah.
See, it's a narrow walkway, so I literally have to back up. It's like one of those Norwegian mountain roads. Remember? That was so freaky. You drive in Norway, and these roads are single lane, and they're, you know, switchback with drop off on one side, and, you know, maybe a glacier. Remember the glacier we drove past? The skydivers were stealing the snow from the glacier to make a snowman for the boogie. Yep. And so imagine you're driving, and then you come up to a car who's going the other way. So you have to back up. One of you has to stop and back up to the nearest stop, but they put them close enough together that chances are you're going to be reasonably close to one. And that's what I was just doing. So all these, okay, so these are trees or hazelnut. And these guys here are plethora, but tomatoes. But these, oh, she picked it. These are white raspberries. Super psyched about that. We put in another blueberry. We figured right by the compost, let's put in some more plants because the compost leaks what we call tea. And that compost tea is really good stuff. You know, like if you never put any salt in your fish tank, and then you take the fish tank water and you put it in your house plants, you're like, wow, nitrogen. Yes, for real. So we're learning that you need to fertilize somehow. What did your mom say? Her mom's an Uber gardener.
The organic fish emulsion.
Organic fish emulsion.
So you've got this.
And how often?
Like every 2 weeks, actually.
2 weeks? Give or take?
This one here's one type. I have another type too, but it's like a fish emulsion. It's like made from like processed fish or something. but it's organic and it provides.
Oh, Sadie's destroying the thing over there. And it provides the nitrogen.
Yeah, it provides the good
Stays in
balance.
path.
It's organic. It's
Bending the
nice,
rules.
so I got
I'm 9
distracted
days in.
cooking
I think I'm
the green beans.
Hmm?
There were a few green beans.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat one of those. Sadie, here's the deal. So we thought it would be a really good idea. This is actually pretty inexpensive. Netting, and now we're gonna have to clean it up because the dog just attacked it because she sees the flies. And Sadie loves catching flies because she's a hunter. She's, you know, think of like she's a farm dog. She's almost not an indoor dog. Almost. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. So we got to shoot some rockets. Shot this one off. Everybody was like, what? Great big one. We got to repack them. And I don't know. It's like, what can you do? You know, I mean, if you're on lockdown and you want to be you want to be morally correct. And so you go out in the times when nobody's around, you want some rockets, right? Up, not horizontally. There we go. These lilies. Laura it was her prize. And so we dug up the middle of the lily, so the dog's already destroyed them. She was like, it's dead, forget about it. This is a cherry. We have a white one, and over here, I'm almost done with planting this one, which is another cherry, different kind. One's white, one's red, is what I understand. Yep, just continuing on, right? Keeping on, keeping on.